everyone! Welcome to Sports Betting Illuminated, where we play with the house, not against it. I'm your host, Ariel Calista Miller, author of Sports Betting Illuminated. And you already know the format of today's show. I am bringing you my top 3 props and my best, sharpest 3 game picks. And tonight, I'm going to be starting with my props because I have some early ones to play. Hello everyone, welcome in. Hey David, hey DJ Ray, welcome in. How do you like the picture of my new Sports Betting Illuminated book? Right here, it will be released in just a few days. Now, we are going to be diving into some of the early props in the 7-15 Major League Baseball games. And that's really just because they're early. I want to make sure that you can lock in your wagers as soon as possible and you have plenty of time to put them in right now. So before I dive in, I think we need to get our minds right. Time to sit back, relax. Thanks so much for all the love, everyone. And get our minds right to win some wagers. Oh, I definitely feel good now. Feeling like a winner. And tonight we have a lot of winning plays. By the way, I was just smoking some homegrown cannabis, but I'm going to dive into that more a little bit later. I want you guys to lock in these plays early because I have some good plus money props for you. Starting off, my metrics are telling me that these Yankees, they are sitting on a bubbling cauldron of runs. Sorry everyone, it's almost spooky season, one of my favorite times, but still, even still, as a result, I am taking Juan Soto over half an RBI for plus 180. And with this big plus 180 prop, I mean, I would take this all day. Let's go. I mean, according to my metrics, it is roughly 55-45 that he knocks someone in. So with this plus 180 juice, I mean, this is a play that I would play all night long. This is starting in just a few minutes, so lock it in before 7:15. I've actually already seen some of this move in a few spots. It went from plus 180 when I locked it in. I saw it already sitting at plus 130, so this is something that you want to look for right away. Maybe do a little bit of line shopping tonight. Hey there. Hey, Brian. Welcome in. Oh, this is so great. Seeing all of your comments. Sorry, I'm looking over on my other screen. They show them a little bit bigger. YouTube's not coming in. I see some of you guys in YouTube, but let me know if YouTube's not coming in. I'm gonna try to make sure. I'm still working out some of the technical difficulties. I'm doing all the production myself, and I am a little high, so please pardon me. Hello, Jeff. Welcome in. Okay, it's good now. All right. Well, let's roll on to our second prop of the evening in Major League Baseball because this is also an early game starting at 7:15. So while we still have 10 minutes, let's lock it in. My second prop of the day is Jose Ramirez of the Cleveland Guardians to go over half a home run at plus 450. His opposing pitcher, Pepio, I mean, he really has struggled against lefties all season. I mean, sometimes giving up almost 1.5 home runs per game. So I like this play, especially at plus 450. I mean, there is some great value here, and let's go. Good luck, everyone. I could see some of your comments coming through on the screen here. I'm so glad everyone showed up tonight. Thank you so much. This is a lot of fun, and if you're wondering why some comments are coming in from certain places and others, that's because I'm streaming to a lot of places right now, and it's really great seeing everyone choose their favorite platform and all come into my live stream, Sports Betting Illuminated. Thank you. Thanks for coming in. So now I have my first prop, my second prop. Make sure to lock this in because we do really just have 9 more minutes before the game. So I am taking Juan Soto over half an RBI for plus 180 and Jose Ramirez to go over half a home run for plus 450. So those are my favorite 2 props right now. Make sure to lock it in. Now, last week's live stream, last Sunday, that was such a huge success. I had my live stream Sports Betting Illuminated at 11 a.m. Eastern, which was so much fun. And even prior to that, I made a guest appearance on my friend Jason's podcast, Wake Up with TSS Fantasy, and I gave 7 props that day and 3 game picks. And it was incredible just watching how all of this happened, especially because props are a little bit, they're a little bit tricky, but you do get some huge plus money plays in them. Out of these 10 plays, 6 of them hit, and I ended up gaining 3.9 units in addition to my 10 units played. Therefore, I made almost a 40% ROI last week in the NFL, which is incredible by any standards, especially considering, truly, like when you get into the professional handicapping scene in Las Vegas, the pros are hanging around a 10 to 20% ROI, and these are the top pros ever. And last year, I had a 47% ROI in the NFL, so I'm showing you season after season, this isn't just a coincidence and it's not some strange fluke out there. This is a system, and I want to teach you guys how I play and the tips because it's important to learn how to bet properly so that it's profitable for you. And really, you could even look at sports wagering almost like an investment in a way, but it's always going to be a gamble, don't get me wrong, but that's why I want to teach you how to wager properly, so you really could obtain 40% ROI season after season. And one of the lessons that I wanted to teach you guys tonight is betting on trends. Thank you so much. Thanks for all the thumbs up, everyone. It really helps me in the algorithm, and I'm growing on a few of these platforms. I just need to get to like a few more subscribers on Twitch right now. I have a goal of 50 on YouTube. I have a goal of 500 subscribers. So please help like it, reshare with a friend, and it's helping me so much. So thank you. And thanks for joining me. So back to betting on trends. This is my little tip of the day. Betting on trends, they are everywhere. You see them all the time. At least I do. Every time I open up a sports information app, they're always telling you like, oh, out of these 9 out of 11 games, this team has done this, and and 10 out of the past 15 games, this player always does this, and you see it's all day long. 4 out of the last 5 games, this team is doing this at this point, and it drives me a little bit crazy because statistically, a trend is just a trend. It really doesn't matter until it becomes a factor. And you have to look at, statistically, 30 games or more. For it to become really reliable data that you can look at. And that is the difference between a trend, and a factor. It's simply the amount of data that you have, and looking at something 9 out of 11 times, that's just a trend, and it's not reliable to use. These are not good numbers. Thank you so much for hitting the like button, everyone. I appreciate it. Helps me in the algorithm, pushes me along so that more eyeballs get on this podcast and we can all win together. So that's my lesson of the day. Don't bet on trends. Most of the times when you see trends out there, and I see them all the time. Every sports information website I go to has all of the trends. Most of the time, it really is just confirming your own bias that you were feeling about the game. And it's so easy to go out and see, oh, well, this sports, place told me this trend and why this matters, but then this team, then I went to somewhere else and they told me the exact opposite. And they gave me more statistics to back their point. And looking at all of that, make sure that you're looking at really 30 games or more, a number of 30. That's important. And yeah, from there on, you won't be playing trends all the time. It'll definitely keep you more profitable and give you smarter decision-making abilities too. So you're not just following any sports story that's already confirming the team that you want to bet on that night. Well, I think we need a little bit of a victory rip before we move on to our third prop of the day. Okay, so let's dive into the third prop of the day, also in Major League Baseball. My final prop is on rookie Tyler Fitzgerald on the San Francisco Giants to get over half a run scored at plus 150. Again, this is excellent value on a rookie who's only getting better and better with every game. So I do like this plus money play at plus 150. I will go over all of my props at the very end, but yeah, I like this rookie, Tyler Fitzgerald. And speaking of rookies, I wanted to show you my rookie plans. Complicated, and I'm not here to do that. I'm here to make it easy with you guys, for you guys, because that's how it should be. It should be easy. And if you guys have any questions about, I want to buy some seeds, or I want to start growing a cannabis plant, or I just even want to learn more about it, and how to grow it better, or really anything about cannabis, feel free to write me anytime and ask me. I'm here to help. And now you guys have proof. Like, I have these 12-foot tall cannabis plants growing everywhere. Everything looks so lush and green, and truthfully, Mother Nature does it best. That's what I say. Nature has perfected the process over millions of years, and these cannabis plants are doing really well. It doesn't have to be a complicated process. So, yeah, feel free to email me, I guess, is what I'm saying, over at arielcalista.com. I have all these contact buttons, and if you just hit the contact button, feel free to write me any message you have, and I'll answer it right away. And of course, leave your email so I could get in touch with you. Okay, who's excited for some of my sharp game picks? Oh, thank you so much for plugging that, DJ Ray. That is my daily newsletter where I go over all of the different lines of the day. I have some sports news, analysis, insights, picks of the day, pictures of me, and so much more. And it's always free and it goes out every single day. So make sure to sign up. It has a lot of good stuff in there. Now, back to betting. My 3 games I really like are in college football. And so far my record is 4-2, so let's keep it rolling. My favorite play of the entire college week is Oregon Ducks versus Oregon State Brewers, because according to my metrics, these Oregon Ducks are a very overrated team this year. And I understand it. There's a lot of NIL money coming into them all over the place. So especially with that much money coming in, there is a lot of talk. But their week 1, I mean, they did not live up to their hype. So I just don't really see them improving. And because there is such an in-state rivalry here, I know that Oregon State they're coming in with sharpened cleats, so I'm taking them at plus 16.5. And from what it looks like, Las Vegas is agreeing with me because they opened this up at plus 20.5. And they have since moved it to plus 16.5 on level 2 pro money. And that is pro with a capital P, so I like that a lot. I love seeing that. And this is definitely my favorite college football play of the week. Let's go. Oregon State. Plus 16.5. Hello, Super Pro. Now, let's move on to game 2. And I will go over all of these picks at the end for everyone who didn't get them right away. And of course, feel free to throw in any games that you want me to break down and analyze live on air. And I am happy to do so. This is a lot of fun. And yeah, we're having fun on here. I love it. So yeah, feel free to throw in anything you would like me to break down and analyze. The 2 props that I played already, it's already 7:18. So these games have already started. It's a little too late for that, but I mean, there's still more action going on tonight. I have another prop tonight, and yeah, these college football plays are later, but they're gonna be a lot of fun. Let's go. Oregon State plus 16.5. My show will be back on Sunday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern, an hour before the games. So that's when you can find me. I'm here Thursdays, an hour before the games, and Sundays. Anything on TNF? TNF? Am I reading this right? Oh, Thursday Night Football. Sorry, I got high for a second. I thought you were like abbreviating something because YouTube lingo. Okay, sorry. I'm also producing over here, so I'm a little high. So, I've been watching this game tonight, Bills versus the Dolphins, and I have seen the spread move a little bit in the right direction for the Dolphins. It did open up -1, and then it went to -2.5, -115 with level 1 money, and there was a little bit of pro money mixed in there. So I do like to see how this is starting to move, and I like that there's a little bit of pro money in there, especially because the pro money just started developing recently. This isn't exactly meeting my parameters for a play, but if I had a lean here, I would definitely be leaning towards the Dolphins, especially because it's a Vegas move backed by a little bit of pro money too. There is a play in here that I like even more than this, and that's the under. I'm watching it go from where it opened up at 50.5, then it went to 49, then it continued moving. Even though money wasn't really pushing this at all, it continued moving to 48.5, and the pros started noticing how Vegas was moving this line. They started jumping in on the under, and now there's level 2 pro money on the under. It still is like a small P, not a ton of pro money, but it is pretty significant. So I like how this is developing, and I would say if I had a lean here, even though I did already say I was leaning a little bit towards the Dolphins, I would say I have a stronger lean towards the under in this game, especially because it was a big Vegas move and it's just been moving with Vegas, and the pros start jumping in. So that's kind of what I like in this game. What do you guys think? Any plays that you like? Any props in this game? Oh, you guys don't mind when I get a little too high on here. That's the fun, right? All right, well, let's move on to your passing on this game. I think I'm gonna pass too. These are just leans, but now you know where my leans lie. I don't know. Okay, game 2. This is a noon game that I like in college football. I like the LSU Tigers versus South Carolina Gamecocks to go under 48.5. They're going to be battling for points, and I am taking the under here because it went from 52, where it opened up, to 49.5 on level 2 money, and then it kept moving, getting pushed by money and by Vegas at the same time to 48 with level 2 money on the under. So I do like how this game is moving, how the line is moving, so I'm taking the under here. Yeah, a lot of people passing tonight. Well, it'll be a fun game to watch, and you don't have to bet on them all. You know, that's what I always say. You don't have to bet them all. Yeah, I agree with all of you guys. So now let's move on to my third sharp game pick of the night. Later, Saturday evening, I like Jacksonville State Gamecocks versus Eastern Michigan Eagles to go over 53.5. This line also was moving a lot early on, and then money started jumping in right behind it. So I do like how this opened at 49.5. It moved to 52, and level 2 money started coming in on the over. Then it moved even further to 54.5, with some over money still looking pretty significant on the over. So I would say this is a great spot to line shop, because I was looking around. There's some spots in Vegas where it's still 52.5, other spots where it's 54.5, but either way, you could still get the 52.5 in a few spots, and this is a great place to really shop around, shop for different lines. I mean, especially when it's still sitting at 52.5 in some spots. So make sure to grab it, and I'm sure you're going to be really busy this college football weekend. You probably aren't going to have too much time to enjoy some cannabis. And I wanted to show you a great way to get a very potent, powerful high very quickly, very discreetly, and that is with this powerful dab pen. This is called the Little Dipper. I love this because this is just a coil instead of like having a ceramic tip, so it gets like really hot and it doesn't get clogged as easily. Though you can purchase the quartz like ceramic tips if you would like, but I like it because it doesn't get clogged easily. It's very easy to clean, and it's so discreet. So when you take a dab, like it's really concentrated THC, and you get a very potent, powerful, fast-hitting high, really fast, with just a little bit of a dab. So when you're busy watching all this football, you can have a little bit of cannabis time with your little dab, your little dipper, and I will be selling them on my website, in my store very soon. My store is not open yet, but we will be open soon, selling products, and I will be selling this little dipper to you for the best price that you'll see anywhere on the entire internet. But of course, I mean, as the store is getting built, I'll still sell it to you anyways. Just feel free to like message me. You could go to arielcalista.com, click the contact button, or just email me. You guys all know my email, arielcalista98, for my free daily emails that go out every day. Of course, you could email me and say, hey, I want one, and I will ship one your way. So in the meantime, as my store is coming, this is a product that I am going to be offering because, you know, I use it myself personally. I believe in it. I've used a lot of different dab pens out there, all over the place. I mean, the cheap ones, the high-end ones, ones that cost $15, ones that literally cost over $400. I've used them all, over 600 even. I mean, I've really tried them all, and let me tell you, this is my favorite thing. So I will be selling these to you. So feel free to just message me if you want one, and yeah, let's go. Let's have some fun. Now, if you guys have any questions, any more games you would like me to analyze, of course I will run back over all my picks and my props that I like tonight. But any questions before that, feel free to write me, and I would be happy to break some games down for you. Yeah, we have a lot of winning plays, and especially after last Sunday's show with all those winners. If you just bet all of that, you'd have a 40% ROI. So I can't wait. Oh, NFL on Sunday, this is going to be fun. Of course, make sure to join me. This Sunday's show is going to be starting at 11 a.m. Eastern, same time as always, an hour before the games. So you could always like lock in all of your props early, plus you're getting the most up-to-date information an hour before the games to really dive into the money, the numbers, how Las Vegas is moving these lines, and if there are any last minute changes. That's why I host these shows an hour before game time. So tonight I didn't really have a pick for Thursday night football. Sorry guys, but a lot of college football plays. So let's win. Now let's go over all of my picks of the day. I'm gonna slide over here so you guys could see them as I pull them up. Okay. Perfect. I am taking Juan Soto over half an RBI for plus 180. That has already been played, that already happened, and so did the Jose Ramirez pick. That's going on right now already. You could still log in rookie Tyler Fitzgerald over half run scored at plus 150. Then of course you could lock in Oregon State plus 16.5, the under in an LSU South Carolina game, and the over in a Jacksonville State Eastern Michigan game. So these are all of my plays. I am wishing everyone the best of luck. Let me pull down my picks. But yes, feel free to take a screenshot of any of that so that you have these picks for later. And I can't wait to see you all Sunday morning, bright and early, 11 a.m. Eastern. I'm gonna run down all of the plays that I like for you. Let's keep up our 40% ROI in the NFL. And of course, before my show, I will be featured on TSS Fantasy, probably around 8:20 a.m. So if you can make it and see me there where I give out like my 10 different picks, make sure to join me there on YouTube as well. That one's only on YouTube. But then I will be live everywhere. That is Twitch, Passes, Rumble, YouTube. I'm sure plenty of work. Kick. I knew I was missing one. I will be live in all of these spots at 11 a.m. Eastern Sunday morning with all of my plays right before the game. It will be another huge winning day. I know it. My book, Sports Betting Illuminated, will be available in just a few days. So I can't wait for all of you to get your hands on a copy. And I will have some signed copies for you guys. I know I've heard your asks and I'm going to grant your wishes. So signed copies will be available as soon as the first hard copies come out. If you want to keep posted on my book and when it's going to be available, make sure to join my free daily emails over at arielcalista.com just by clicking on the Stay in Touch button. All the information goes out every single day. It's always free. I dive into the lines, give you a little bit of sports news, my horse racing picks, my picks of the day, pictures of me, and so much more. And it's always free at arielcalista.com just by clicking on the Stay in Touch button. Yep, that's right, linked right there and right there. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today on the second installment of Sports Betting Illuminated. I can't wait to see you back here Sunday. I appreciate all of your support. Please like, share with a friend, comment. It helps support me in the algorithm. Thank you so much. See you Sunday morning.